This is a major bombshell update from Zach Kleiman as he dives deeper into the Desmond Bane trade. The language that Kleiman decided to use may surprise some fans more than they would have anticipated. What's going on, you guys? Jerry Altori for another episode of Grizzlies Digest, diving deeper into Media Day. Would have had a video sooner, but I had some issues with the system that we have here. But just wanted to thank you so much for tuning in, and 39% of you, thank you so much for subscribing. 62% of you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Grizzlies Digest, your source and home for all kinds of Grizzlies content, So make sure to hit that subscribe button as we get a little bit closer into the NBA season. Let's get into the content right now. And this is it. Zach Kleiman on the Desmond Bane trade. If we were just trying to be a perennial low-end playoff team, something to that effect, I don't think we would have made the move. And of course, that what came from the press conference that they had earlier in the week. Jonah Dillon from the Commercial Appeal. But you look at why the trade was made, and it seems like we all know that it was a business move by the Grizzlies organization. They wanted to get more veterans. They wanted to get leaders in the locker room. My only fear is that they would just get younger and younger, and that they're kind of in this loop of just young guys trying to compete together for a title. But they made a move, made a few moves that they thought would benefit them in the long run to help get them to the promised land. The subtractions, of course, Desmond Bane and Jay Huff. The additions were Cedric Coward from the draft, KCP from the trade, Ty Jerome, Jock Landale. So you got plenty of guys that you think that are Memphis tough. But for Desmond Bane, I mean, he helped contribute a lot in his time with Memphis. And of course, Memphis fans love him. They love Desmond. But I think if any one of those three guys are to get traded, I think it's Desmond. It's not Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. It's not Ja Morant, who's, I think, really about to explode. His goal is to play 82 regular season games, which I think is phenomenal to stay healthy. I mean, the best players you have are your healthy players. And especially if you have a healthy Ja Morant, then you are going to compete for a championship. You are. And for Zach Kleiman, I mean, we kind of knew what was going on inside his head whenever he made the ultimate decision to allow Desmond to walk to Orlando. But this is kind of the bold Zach Kleiman that we really haven't heard about until pretty much this week. And now he's talking pretty bold on the Desmond Bane trade, but I think that they are saying they would have been up a low-end playoff team if they would have kept Desmond, but I also feel like it was the right move to make, and then you draft Cedric Coward, which a lot of fans are excited about, but let's see. Let's find out. And, of course, this is the Western Conference from last season, if you can see. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're right there, man. They were right there next to with LA and Denver and LA Clippers. The LA Lakers, the Denver Nuggets, and the LA Clippers. They're 2 games back. Minnesota at 49 games. They were a 6th seed. I think there was one time, I want to say 2010 or 2011. No, it might have been 09 or it might have been 09 or 10 or 11, where there was a team that had 50. They won 50 games, and they were the 8th seed. And that consistency of the toughness of the Western Conference, that really has not changed. So I don't think they're going to be a low-end playoff team. I mean, Memphis, you talk about like what they can do, and of course, all of these other teams are stacked, and OKC is looking legitimately like a team that could go 75-7 if they legitimately wanted, but injuries and sometimes players need rest and all that. So but if they were to play, if they would be competing every night, OKC could very well go 75-7. I mean, that's just how good they are. But I don't think Memphis will be a low-end playoff team. I don't see that. I mean, I see Golden State as maybe a team taking maybe a little bit of a step back. We'll see kind of what Jimmy Butler does in a full season with them. Minnesota lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So that's interesting. LA Clippers, they just have too many veterans. They have way too many older guys. So it's interesting to see how that works out. Denver, I feel like it kind of stayed the same. The Lakers, we'll see what they can do in a full season with Luka. Houston's an interesting one. Obviously, Fred VanVleet will be out for the season. Unfortunately, he will not suffer pretty gruesome injury. So we hope he's okay. And then Dallas, I mean, I think they're going to be better than a 10 seed. So put that in the mix. But that's kind of how it looks, though, for Memphis. Desmond Bane rocking his throwback Magic unis. As you see, he's donning the stripes, the gray little star on the right side of his leg there. But he looks good. And I think this is a great move for him because you talk about Desmond and the guys he's around. He's now like the almost, I don't want to say the go-to guy because I'd say that's between Franz Wagner and Banchero. But he's now like the older guy out of this Magic group who's still a pretty young team. And this is what I'm talking about. The Magic's potential lineup for next season: Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr. The bench looks pretty stacked as well. Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, Tristan da Silva, Isaac Batatse, Mo Wagner, Jace Richardson. I mean, there are a couple guys where you're like, you like put them on any team. But now, I mean, that looks like a pretty stacked team. Whenever they're all healthy and ready to go, that looks like a pretty stacked team. That looks like a pretty good team to me, especially when you add in Desmond Bane. I think that was kind of the Magic's last piece that they really badly needed. As I try and get the stats there, well, that won't happen. But Desmond Bane has every right to love his new team. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business, and I think that Zach Kleiman's words are they're bold ones that we really haven't heard from him until right now. But I think it was a move that was needed in the long run if Memphis actually wants to compete for a title. Not a testament on Desmond's play at all, but I think that they needed the right pieces to fit the puzzle. And I think with KCP, he's already a voice in the locker room. Ty Jerome, he's off his best season yet. There's some writers saying that he's going to collapse after this season for, I don't know, whatever reason. It might be some Memphis hater, but we'll wait and see. But I think this is a very good trade for Memphis in the long run. And I think Tuomas Iisalo's system will fit pretty well with these guys. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Grizzlies Digest. You can like this video, comment on this video, share this video, comment down below. Just any takeaways from Media Day. Of course, we'll go over some more content on that as we get some more content. Jared Outdoor saying thank you so much for watching the video. See you in the next one.